Chosen ones, God has a crucial message for you today. If you're watching this, it's no accident. God knows what's been happening in your life, and He's calling you to stop doing something that's holding you back. This isn't just about your actions. This is about your mindset, your energy, and the choices you're making right now. You've been praying, hoping, and waiting for breakthroughs, but there's something you need to stop doing before those blessings can fully manifest. God sees everything, and He's ready to guide you toward the next level of your purpose. But first, I need you to pause this video for a moment. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 99. This will send a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the message you're about to receive. If you're truly a chosen one, you'll stick with me until the end, because deep down, your spirit knows this message is for you. But be warned, if you're not ready to hear the truth, you might not make it all the way through. However, for those of you who do, your life will never be the same. Let's dive into it. Chosen one, do you feel that quiet whisper deep within your soul? That's your divine calling, urging you to rise and fulfill the higher purpose you were created for. Yet too many of us ignore this calling, distracted by the noise of everyday life or the pull of temporary desires. But make no mistake, God knows what you are meant to do, and He's been waiting for you to answer that call. When you ignore your divine calling, you not only rob yourself of a life filled with purpose, but you also hold back the light that is meant to shine brightly in the world. It's time to stop running from your true path. Every moment you delay, you miss the opportunity to align with your higher self, to step into your divine mission. The universe is ready for you to awaken. But first, you must stop resisting what God has already set in motion for you. God knows you are ready. He's been preparing you for this moment. The choice is yours now, to stop turning away and instead walk boldly toward your destiny. Embrace your divine calling with open arms and allow God to guide you to the life you were always meant to lead. God knows the power that lies within you. The energy you possess isn't just for physical expression. It is a force that can either build or destroy, depending on how you direct it. So many of us waste our energy on things that don't serve our higher purpose, chasing fleeting pleasures, indulging in distractions, or succumbing to temptation. But when you choose to redirect this energy towards spiritual growth, you unlock a deeper connection with the divine, and your life transforms. Redirecting your energy is not about denying your desires, it's about mastering them. God knows that your true power lies in your ability to channel your energy in ways that align with your higher calling. Every moment spent in self-discipline, focused on spiritual growth, or pursuing a mission greater than yourself is an investment in your future. God sees your efforts, and He honors your commitment to walking the sacred path of purpose. By redirecting your energy, you stop living at the mercy of your impulses and instead start living from a place of divine clarity. God's plan for you is greater than any temptation. Trust in the process, trust in His timing, and watch as your life transforms in ways you could never imagine. Your sexual energy, chosen one, is not just for physical pleasure. It is a divine gift, a sacred energy that can either elevate you spiritually or drain you. Too often, we misuse this powerful force, allowing it to lead us down paths that only leave us empty. But God knows the potential within this energy. It is meant for higher purposes: creation, inspiration, and spiritual growth. In many spiritual traditions, sexual energy is considered sacred. It's a bridge between the physical and the divine, And when used correctly, it can unlock creative potential, ignite passions, and lead you to a deeper connection with God. But when misused, it can scatter your energy and derail your spiritual progress. God doesn't want you to waste this precious gift. Instead, He calls you to honor it, to redirect it toward your higher calling. When you learn to honor and redirect your sexual energy, you unlock a whole new level of spiritual clarity. You move beyond the physical realm and begin to tap into the divine creative force that resides within you. This is the energy that can propel you toward your true purpose. So don't squander it. Embrace it, honor it, and use it to fuel your spiritual awakening. Chosen one, every day you have a finite amount of energy. How you choose to use it determines the trajectory of your life. Too often, we allow ourselves to become distracted by the world around us, chasing after things that do not matter, focusing on things that drain us. But God knows your potential, and He knows that you can redirect your energy towards something much greater, your spiritual growth. Every moment spent in alignment with your divine calling is an opportunity to build a stronger, more focused connection with God. When you channel your energy into practices that nurture your soul, meditation, prayer, service, creative expression, you align with your higher self. This is not a time for mindless distractions or empty pursuits. Your energy is sacred, and how you use it shapes your destiny. If you continue to waste your energy on things that don't serve you, you're not just holding yourself back. You're preventing the divine light within you from shining as brightly as it could. Stop wasting your energy. Instead, channel it towards spiritual growth, and you will begin to experience a life filled with purpose, clarity, and divine fulfillment. Celibacy is often misunderstood, especially in a world that celebrates instant gratification and physical pleasure. But for the chosen ones, God calls us to embrace this sacred path, not as a restriction, but as a powerful tool for spiritual growth. When you choose celibacy, you are not denying yourself. You are redirecting your energy toward a higher purpose, toward deepening your relationship with God and fulfilling your divine mission. God knows the strength required to walk this path, and He honors your commitment to abstain from the distractions of the world. It is through celibacy that you create space for spiritual clarity, creativity, and divine connection. As you learn to master your desires, you unlock a deeper understanding of your purpose, and you become more attuned to the calling God has placed on your life. Celibacy isn't about suppressing who you are. It's about honoring your true essence and your connection to the divine. By walking this sacred path, you'll discover a deeper sense of peace and clarity, and your spiritual growth will accelerate. Trust that God is with you every step of the way, guiding you toward the fulfillment of your higher calling. The way the world views sexual energy is often superficial. It's seen as a tool for fleeting pleasure, a physical desire to be fulfilled. But for the chosen ones, sexual energy is a powerful force that should be honored and used for a much higher purpose. God knows the profound power you hold, and He calls you to redirect this energy toward creativity, spiritual awakening, and fulfilling your divine mission. When you use your sexual energy consciously, you align yourself with divine creation. This energy, when channeled correctly, can fuel your creativity, empower your spiritual practices, and connect you to your higher self. God created this energy for a reason. It's a gift, not a curse. By honoring it, you elevate yourself and bring more light into the world. Stop viewing your sexual energy as something to be drained on short-term pleasures. Instead, see it as a divine force that can fuel your purpose. When you align your energy with your higher calling, you will experience a life of fulfillment, joy, and divine creativity. Chosen one, God knows what you are capable of. He sees your heart, your struggles, your desires, but He also knows that you are meant for something greater. Stop wasting your precious energy on distractions, on fleeting pleasures, and on the things that keep you from your true purpose. It's time to redirect your focus, embrace your divine calling, and step into the life you were always meant to live. The world is waiting for the light only you can bring. God knows what you're capable of. Now it's time for you to realize it too. Chosen one, it's not about suppressing your desires, it's about learning how to redirect them to elevate your soul. The desires that arise within you are powerful, but if left unchecked, they can lead you away from your true path. However, when you choose to consciously redirect these desires, you unlock a level of spiritual growth that you might have never imagined. God knows what lies within you, and He knows that through redirection, you can tap into unimaginable potential. Redirecting desire requires discipline, awareness, and a deep understanding of your higher purpose. When you stop letting your impulses rule you, you begin to see the world through a spiritual lens. Instead of chasing after fleeting pleasures, you start to seek out experiences that nurture your spirit and help you grow. This shift in focus will bring you closer to God and, in turn, closer to your divine calling. As you redirect your desires toward higher pursuits, you will notice an increase in creativity, clarity, and a deeper sense of inner peace. When you step into this higher vibration, the world around you shifts. Doors open, relationships flourish, and your life becomes a reflection of the divine energy you've chosen to channel. Your growth becomes not just personal, but cosmic, as you align yourself with the universal flow of creation. Redirecting your desires is the key to unlocking spiritual growth beyond what you can imagine, and God knows He's been waiting for you to realize this truth. Discipline may seem like a burden to some, but to the chosen one, it is the sacred key to unlocking your higher calling. God knows that you have the strength within you to cultivate discipline. It is not an act of punishment, but of purpose. Discipline allows you to bring structure and focus to your spiritual journey, ensuring that every step you take is in alignment with your divine mission. Every time you choose to stay disciplined, whether it's in controlling your desires, mastering your mind, or dedicating time to spiritual practices, you are strengthening your connection to the divine. The more disciplined you become, the clearer your path will be. God does not want you to wander aimlessly. He wants you to step forward with intention and purpose. And in order to do that, discipline is necessary. When you cultivate divine discipline, you transform your entire life. You stop reacting to the world around you and begin to create your reality with God's guidance. Your thoughts, actions, and energy align, and you begin to live the life that was destined for you. Discipline is not a restriction. It is the freedom that comes with living in alignment with your true calling. God knows what you are capable of. Now, it's time for you to prove it to yourself. There is a spiritual secret that many overlook, yet it is crucial to living a life of purpose and fulfillment: transmuting energy. This is the art of transforming negative or base energy into something powerful and divine. Whether it's sexual energy, anger, or fear, when you learn how to transmute that energy, you unlock your true power. God knows that within you lies the ability to transform any challenge into a stepping stone for spiritual growth. Imagine taking your struggles and using them as fuel to propel yourself forward. This is the power of transmutation. When you learn how to shift your energy, you stop being a passive participant in your life and begin to consciously create your reality. You no longer allow lower vibrations like fear or frustration to control you. Instead, you harness that energy and transform it into creativity, love, and spiritual clarity. God has given you the ability to transmute energy as a gift. You don't have to be a victim of your emotions or circumstances. By mastering this skill, you can transmute any energy into a force for good. This is your spiritual superpower, chosen one. Embrace it and watch as your life shifts in ways you've never dreamed possible. Temptation is a powerful force, and it can easily derail you from your spiritual path. Whether it's the temptation to indulge in physical pleasures, distractions, or negative thought patterns, it's easy to lose sight of your higher calling. But God knows that you have the strength to resist temptation and stay true to your path. Temptation is not something to fear, it's something to overcome. Every time you resist temptation, you grow stronger. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Each time you choose to walk in alignment with your divine purpose, you are taking a step toward a more fulfilled and purposeful life. God has equipped you with everything you need to succeed. You simply need to trust in His guidance and your ability to stay on course. Temptation may always be present, but it doesn't have to control you. You have the power to rise above it, to stay focused on the path ahead. By aligning yourself with your higher purpose and resisting the distractions that come your way, you will experience a deeper connection with God and a greater sense of peace and fulfillment. Self-control is one of the most important skills you can develop on your spiritual journey. God knows that mastering self-control is the key to spiritual awakening. Without it, your desires and impulses can pull you in every direction, leaving you scattered and disconnected from your true purpose. But when you learn the art of self-control, you reclaim your power and align yourself with the divine will. Self-control is not about denying yourself pleasure or freedom. It's about understanding that your true power comes from within. By controlling your impulses, you allow yourself to make choices that are in harmony with your higher self. This leads to spiritual awakening, the moment when you realize that you are more than just your body, desires, or emotions. You are a divine being with a unique purpose. God knows your potential, and He knows that through self-control, you will awaken to the full extent of your divine mission. When you practice self-control, you move closer to your higher self, and your life becomes a reflection of the clarity and wisdom you have gained. It is through self-control that you step into the life you were always meant to live. Desire is a powerful force. It can drive you to greatness, or it can lead you astray. God knows that your desires are not inherently bad. They are part of your human nature. But when your desires are not aligned with your higher calling, they can take you down paths that don't serve your true purpose. Mastering your desires is the key to aligning your energy with God's plan for your life. When you learn to master your desires, you stop living from a place of impulse and begin living from a place of intention. You understand that every desire is a reflection of a deeper longing for fulfillment, love, and connection. By aligning your desires with God's plan, you begin to live a life that is rich with meaning and spiritual depth. God has a divine plan for you, and your desires are part of that plan. But in order to fulfill your purpose, you must learn to control your desires, aligning them with the highest good. When you do this, your energy becomes a force of divine creation, propelling you toward the fulfillment of your true calling. When you learn to redirect your energy, you tap into a transformative power that can change every aspect of your life. God knows that within you is the power to create, heal, and inspire. But this power can only be unlocked when you learn how to use your energy wisely. Redirecting your energy means choosing to focus on what truly matters: your spiritual growth, your purpose, and your connection to the divine. When you redirect your energy toward your higher calling, everything begins to shift. You experience greater clarity, more creativity, and a deeper sense of peace. What once seemed like obstacles become opportunities for growth, and the challenges you face become stepping stones toward your ultimate purpose. God has given you the power to transform your life. It's time to start using it. The moment you choose to redirect your energy, you unlock a life filled with divine potential. Watch as your life transforms before your eyes, as the energy you once wasted on fleeting distractions becomes a force for spiritual awakening and fulfillment. Fleeting pleasures may seem appealing in the moment, but they can never give you the lasting peace and fulfillment you seek. God knows that your true purpose is far greater than the temporary satisfactions of the world. The things that once distracted you are not fulfilling your soul. They are keeping you from stepping into the life you were meant to live. It's time to stop chasing after things that only leave you empty. Embrace your true purpose, and you will find a fulfillment that goes beyond anything the world can offer. When you focus on your higher calling, you connect with a source of joy and peace that is unshakable. God's plan for you is far more beautiful than anything fleeting pleasures can provide. Embrace your divine mission, and everything else will fall into place. When you choose to follow your true path, you experience a deeper sense of meaning and satisfaction that lasts a lifetime. God knows what's best for you. Now it's time for you to trust in His plan. Chosen one, God knows your potential. He knows what you are capable of achieving, and He has equipped you with everything you need to fulfill your divine purpose. But in order to fulfill your mission, you must redirect your energy toward the things that truly matter. This is the time for you to step into your full power, to stop wasting time, and to start living a life that is in alignment with God's plan for you. The world needs your light. Your unique gifts and talents are waiting to be shared, but they can only come to life when you choose to redirect your energy toward your higher calling. God is waiting for you to answer the call and step into the greatness He has always known was within you. Trust in your divine potential. Redirect your energy and watch as your life transforms. You are capable of more than you ever imagined. Now is the time to fulfill your purpose. God knows what you can do. Are you ready to step up? Motivational, inviting the listener to take action and align their life with their higher calling. Certainly. Chosen one. Deep within your heart, you know there is more to life than what you see around you. God has placed a divine calling on your life, a calling that you cannot ignore. But for far too long, you've been avoiding it, running from it, or perhaps not even recognizing it. It's time to face the truth. Your purpose is waiting for you, and you are more than capable of stepping into it. Ignoring your divine calling may bring temporary relief, but it won't bring fulfillment. The longer you avoid it, the more restless your soul becomes. That inner restlessness is God's way of reminding you that you are meant for something greater. This is not a coincidence. Your calling has been preordained. God knows exactly what you are capable of, and He is patiently waiting for you to answer the call. When you embrace your true purpose, the universe aligns in ways you cannot imagine. Everything begins to make sense as the pieces of your life start falling into place. The relationships, the opportunities, and the experiences that once seemed random will now feel intentional as you move forward in alignment with your divine mission. So, chosen one, stop avoiding your purpose. The time is now. God has already equipped you with everything you need to succeed, and He's waiting for you to step into the greatness you were born for. It's time to stop running and start walking boldly toward your destiny. The moment you decide to stop is the moment your spiritual awakening begins. For so long, you've been running on autopilot, caught in a cycle of distractions, temptations, and false promises of fulfillment. But God knows that true awakening comes not through chasing external validations, but through the decision to stop and look within. Stopping isn't about inaction. It's about intentional pause. When you stop, you create space to listen. In the quiet moments, you begin to hear the whispers of your soul, the guidance from God that has always been there, waiting for you to tune in. It is in the silence that your true self begins to emerge. The distractions that once held power over you lose their grip, and you start to remember who you truly are. Through this pause, you begin to see the world differently. The noise of society and the pressure to conform fade away, and you reconnect with your higher calling. No longer do you feel the need to rush or seek approval from others. You realize that your path is uniquely yours, and it is in the stillness that you receive the clarity to move forward. God knows what your soul is yearning for. He knows that your awakening is already in motion. The choice to stop is the catalyst that activates the full force of your spiritual transformation. So, stop, and in that moment of stillness, everything will begin to shift. Fear has been your constant companion for far too long. Whether it's fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of the unknown, it has kept you from stepping into your true power. But God knows that fear is not a force greater than the divine strength within you. You were not made to live in fear. You were made to conquer it. Fear often masquerades as protection, convincing you that it's keeping you safe. But the truth is, it's only holding you back from the fullness of life that God intends for you. When you let fear control your choices, you limit your potential. You stay small, hiding from opportunities that could elevate you. But God has never called you to stay small. He has called you to rise. When you choose to face your fears head-on, you break free from their grip. The power of God within you is greater than any fear that tries to stand in your way. With every step you take toward your fears, you strengthen your faith and align more deeply with your divine purpose. Fear may always be present, but it no longer holds the power it once did. God knows that you are more than capable of facing anything that comes your way. You were made to rise above fear, to walk boldly in your truth, and to create a life filled with purpose. The moment you stop letting fear control you is the moment you begin to unlock your limitless potential. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. But chosen one, swing. Your path to spiritual clarity begins with redirecting your focus. God has given you a mission, and it requires unwavering attention. The world will always try to pull your focus in a million directions, but you must decide what you will give your energy to. When you redirect your focus, you begin to see the truth of who you are and why you're here. You stop living for external validation and start living for the fulfillment of your soul's purpose. Your energy becomes laser-focused, and as a result, your actions become aligned with your divine calling. No longer are you scattered, unsure of where to go or what to do next. You are grounded in the truth of your mission. Redirecting your focus isn't always easy. It requires discipline, self-awareness, and a willingness to let go of distractions. But every time you choose to refocus, you strengthen your connection with God and your inner wisdom. This is the path to true spiritual clarity, when your focus is no longer on the noise of the world, but on the divine guidance within you. God knows the clarity you seek. It is waiting for you, and it comes when you choose to redirect your energy toward your higher purpose. Stop being distracted. Start focusing on what truly matters, and watch as your life unfolds in alignment with God's plan. In a society that thrives on external approval, it's easy to get caught in the trap of seeking validation from others. You may find yourself constantly seeking praise, recognition, or affirmation. But chosen one, God knows that His approval is all you need. The world's validation is fleeting, but the approval of the divine is eternal. When you seek validation from others, you give away your power. You allow external forces to dictate your worth, and you lose sight of your true value. But when you stop seeking approval from the world, you reclaim your power. You align with the truth that God has already deemed you worthy. Your worth is not determined by what others think of you. It is determined by who you are in God's eyes. God's approval is not conditional. It is unconditional. You don't have to earn it or prove your worth. It's already yours. When you align with this truth, you stop seeking validation from external sources, and instead, you begin to live in the fullness of your divine purpose. Your confidence comes from within, not from the approval of others. God knows who you are and what you are capable of. You don't need anyone else's validation to step into your greatness. His approval is more than enough to guide you toward your true path. Your past does not define you, chosen one. Too often, we allow the mistakes, failures, and regrets of our past to hold us back. We tell ourselves that because of what we've done or experienced, we're unworthy of the divine purpose ahead of us. But God knows your past is just a chapter in your story. It's not the whole book. You are not your past. Every mistake you've made, every hardship you've faced, has prepared you for this moment. Your past has shaped you, but it does not have to limit you. The moment you stop identifying with your past is the moment you start stepping into your true potential. God has already forgiven you. Now it's time for you to forgive yourself and move forward with a renewed sense of purpose. God has already rewritten your story. He sees you as whole, worthy, and capable of fulfilling your divine mission. When you let go of the shame, guilt, and limiting beliefs tied to your past, you make room for the new possibilities God has in store for you. Your future is not determined by where you've been. It's determined by where you choose to go from here. It's time to stop living in the shadows of your past. Step into the light of your divine calling. God has greater things ahead for you. Trust in His plan and embrace the future He has already set before you. Chosen one, you were never meant to play small. From the moment you were created, God designed you for greatness. Yet time and time again, you have held yourself back, settling for less than what you deserve, dimming your light to fit in, or staying silent when you should speak up. But God knows you are capable of so much more than you've allowed yourself to believe. Playing small is a form of self-sabotage. It is a way of shrinking back from the power, purpose, and potential that lies within you. But God did not create you to be small. You were made to shine brightly, to make an impact, and to fulfill a divine purpose that only you can fulfill. The world needs your unique gifts, your light, your wisdom, and it is time for you to embrace that greatness. When you stop playing small, you step into the fullness of who you are. You stop apologizing for your brilliance and begin to share your gifts with the world. You stop doubting your abilities and start trusting in the divine power within you. God knows what you are capable of, and He has already equipped you with everything you need to live out your purpose. It's time to stop shrinking. Embrace your greatness, step into your divine power, and watch as your life transforms. You were made for more, and it's time to claim it. The search for external fulfillment can feel endless. Whether it's chasing material possessions, relationships, or status, we often believe that happiness lies outside of ourselves. But chosen one, God knows that you are already enough. You don't need to look outside of yourself for fulfillment. It has always been within you. External things may provide temporary pleasure, but they will never fill the void you feel inside. The truth is, you are complete. Your worth is not dependent on what you have or what others think of you. It is inherent in who you are as a child of God. When you recognize this truth, you stop seeking fulfillment from external sources and begin to nurture the inner peace that comes from aligning with your divine purpose. God has placed everything you need within you to live a fulfilling life. The love, joy, and peace you seek are not found in external circumstances. They are found in the deep connection between you and the divine. When you stop seeking outside approval and validation, you begin to cultivate the inner peace and fulfillment that can never be taken away. You are already enough. God sees your worth, and it is time for you to see it too. When you stop seeking fulfillment from the outside world, you will discover the profound peace that comes from within. Far too often, we settle for less than we deserve, out of fear, insecurity, or the belief that we aren't worthy of more. But chosen one, God knows you are deserving of the fullness of life. Your divine inheritance is waiting for you, but it requires you to stop settling for mediocrity and start claiming what is rightfully yours. Settling for less is a form of self-rejection. When you choose to settle, you are telling yourself that you don't deserve the abundance, joy, and peace that God has already promised you. But the truth is, you were made for more. You were created to experience life in all its fullness, love, purpose, and joy. God has already prepared a life of abundance for you. Your divine inheritance awaits, but you must stop settling for less than you are capable of. This doesn't mean perfection. It means aligning yourself with your highest self, stepping into your purpose, and embracing the fullness of what God has prepared for you. It's time to stop settling. Step into your divine inheritance and claim the life of abundance that is already yours. Chosen one, the greatest obstacle to your destiny is procrastination. The temptation to wait for the perfect moment or the right circumstances can keep you stuck in limbo for years. But God knows that the power lies in the present moment. The time to take action is now, not tomorrow, not next week. Now. Procrastination is rooted in fear, doubt, and a lack of trust in God's plan. We often delay taking action because we believe we are not ready or that we need more information. But the truth is, God has already equipped you with everything you need to take the next step. The moment you take action is the moment the universe begins to align in your favor. God knows you have everything you need to move forward. When you stop procrastinating, you break free from the chains of fear and hesitation. You align with divine timing, and doors begin to open. The world begins to shift, and you realize that the perfect moment is not something you wait for. It's something you create by taking action. Stop waiting. The time is now. Take the first step and watch as everything else falls into place.